Hey guys, what is going on? This is Panzer Dragon, and today we got a nice video for you guys where we will be talking about the lessons and the things I've learned since I've started to climb to rank 1. And as you guys know, we've gotten, well, pretty close. Very close to rank 1 for the last 2 years, where we have been going try hard and doing everything we can to get that juicy LP. But while getting that juicy LP, we've actually learned quite a bit about solo queue, and honestly, climbing in season 8 will actually be really easy, I think, for myself. And maybe I will actually get rank 1 in season 8 with the lessons that have been learned, because oh boy, season 8, I can tell you right now, it's gonna be my season. Also, this video will be sponsored and edited by Pro Guides. Join Pro Guides to get all the secrets to getting gold or higher in your placements when the new season starts, because most people who place in bronze or silver never get out. Alrighty, so lesson 1. You ready for this one? Spam champions that you're good at. Let's say you're a jungler and you play Sejuani and you're really good at her, and maybe you have like a 60 or 70% win rate on her, but one day you might be feeling some Nunu, but you don't play him that often, but for some reason you want to play him. No. Literally stick to 2 champions, or like 3, a very small pool of champions, because it's like, why would you play champions you're not super comfortable with and you don't know the in and outs of that champion when you could play something that you've already mastered, right? That's why there's a lot of one tricks in high elo. Whenever they play something else, they usually lose. But since they're so good at their one champion, they tend to stay in that ELO because they just play that one champion. For instance, as you guys know, I've mained Hecarim in Season 7, and I know most of his combos and his little tricks and stuff, so essentially I've kind of mastered him. I know his jungle routes and what he's good and not good at, and so essentially when I play the champion, I think about what I have to do next and decision making instead of what my champion does and what I have to do next on that champion, like, you know, skills and stuff like that. Like if you're playing mid Katarina and you've never played her before, you're literally thinking about the matchup and what kind of skills she does, right? You're not really thinking about the map, what you're supposed to be doing on Katarina and where you're supposed to be. But if you were really good at her, you'd have muscle memory, and so all of your mechanics will come naturally. The only thing you have to do now is think about what you're supposed to do next in the map. That's why one tricks are so good. So yeah, if you're trying to climb, honestly, just stick to like 2 champions and play those 2 champions constantly. Don't play a lot of different champions too much. The next thing I want to talk about is dodging. Okay, ready? So I abuse this a lot in champion select, just so I preserve my MMR, and you know, you may lose like -3 or 10 LP, but it's honestly worth it, because if you can foresee a loss in the future, then you've literally like saved yourself 30 minutes and some LP. So dodging games is extremely efficient if you also want to just climb and keep winning. Now, what kind of team should you dodge? Well, lucky for me, I have a lot of experience in this department, and you know, one of the teams you should dodge is maybe a full AD comp. You can maybe hear the phrase, they have no tank, just win early game, don't worry, we got black cleaver stacking. Unless your teammates are like gods and you have like 5 one tricks, it's essentially going to be a loss after 20 minutes. So unless you play the game perfectly, no mistakes are going to be made. You're probably going to lose that though, since it's very hard to play perfectly. The next champion select I will dodge is maybe something like 3 supports on one team. Okay, I don't know about low elo and it might not matter, but in high elo, if you have 3 supports on your team, you're probably gonna lose, because usually supports, they play something like mid Morgana or something like that. They're not too efficient on other roles. Like, it's just a bad team comp. I wouldn't play in that. I always dodge if I see that, because if the enemy team has a full team of on rolls, you're probably gonna lose. It doesn't matter if you're faker, you're probably gonna lose. Another one is this one I dodge. So right now, if the enemy team has Xin Zhao, I'm out. Like, if the enemy team has like 3 OP champions, Xin Zhao, Malzahar, oh god, and we have like Ivern Jungle or Nunu Jungle, we probably will lose. Because like the enemy team has 2 really good champions, and then you have 2 really bad champions. So yeah, I don't like versing OP stuff. Unless my team comp already has OP stuff, then yeah, maybe I'll win. And the next one is, alright, ready? So if you lose, or if you're on a lose streak, probably don't queue up. Okay, but the first thing you have to do is check your mental. Are you mentally prepared to play at your best and like ready to win the next game? Or are you just autopiloting and doing whatever you naturally do, not really thinking about the game? Or are you pissed off? Or have you mental boomed yet? If you're any of those 3 things, probably stop playing, take a break, jerk one out, I don't know. Just chill for 30 minutes, do something else, come back, and then play, in my opinion. You know, there have been times I've said I'm not tilted and stuff like that, but in the next few games I would autopilot. Like, I guess I'm not mad, but I'm not playing efficiently and to my best. So yeah, I won't do that on my main, but I'll do that on my Smurf because I don't really care. But since I do care so much about my main, yeah. But like, let's say you just failed your promos or something and you're emotionally invested on that one win, you will get angry. Let's be honest here. You're Platinum 1, getting to D5, 2-2, you lose. Now you're 2-3, and now you gotta redo the promos. You're gonna be pissed. So take a breather and don't play for a bit. Even if you tell yourself you're not pissed, take a breather. Okay, anyways, enough of that kind of stuff. We got some mechanical stuff for you guys. Ready? So the next lesson I've learned is to have confidence in yourself in every play. If you don't have confidence in yourself in every play, you may have lost an opportunity to get yourself a kill. You're not playing your champion efficiently, and maybe you're just playing too safe or something. Like when I started spamming Soraka, that's kind of what I was doing. I didn't really have confidence in myself on things I was doing on other champions, so I just played her because she's a champion who will win by doing nothing, literally. That's why, you know, if I don't have confidence in myself and I don't want to do anything, I'll just play her. But yeah, if you want to be a playmaker and be an initiator, always have confidence in yourself. Although if you somehow fuck up that play, maybe you work on the mechanics a little bit and then reanalyze how come that play you tried making screwed up. I know Red Mercy has gone through the same thing. Like, he wouldn't pull the trigger on maybe his Zed sometimes when he was like going from D2 to D1 promos, or even his D1 to Master promos. He would play so safe and literally he would just play kind of reactionary because he was so worried that he might lose the game or something. And so he was playing like a little bitch and kind of backing off and stuff, was sort of scared of death. And yeah, he wasn't playing well. So in my opinion, if you are scared of losing the game, you need to get rid of that fear because you'll probably suck more. What I do is to drop my expectations and be like, yeah, you know, if I lose, whatever. Because if your expectations are high of a game, you will tilt if like you give up first blood and they invade or something like that. So like, yeah, just try not to have too much expectations, or like honestly just try and play for fun or something like that, because that's probably the best way. What I do is I just don't care, because I'm just like, okay, I'll get it eventually, just give it some time, right? I'll get rank 1 eventually, just give it some time. Yeah, that sounds good. Or drink some hot tea, I don't know. That's what I usually do though, to calm my nerves, you know? Just calm your nerves, something like that. Just make sure you're playing with a clear mind and not like you're angry or something, you know? I know there are some games where I just dislike my teammates for whatever reason. They're playing bad, they said some stuff, you know, something in that game just pissed me off. And then I wouldn't want to win anymore, so I didn't care and I would like randomly die or whatever. I just did that like 2 hours ago. But the good thing is I stopped playing right after, and I also realized the reason why I acted like that was because I think I went into the game with a bad mood. I physically was tired and kind of felt like shit. So after something that made me mad in the game, I just didn't care and randomly recalled in a bush and died when I could have like ran back a little bit more to safety and the recalled. But yeah, I just died and then kind of threw the game. And the LP that I lost, I didn't care, but honestly I should care because I'm trying to go for rank 1 and every game counts. So yeah, that's why in each game that I play, like from now on, I do want to play in an optimal mood. I want to play when I'm at my best. I want to play when I want to play to win. Not when, because I need to play, because I need some videos. Don't play when I'm in a shitty mood. And yeah, that's why people say solo queue is also about attitude and mentality. Like, it truly is a representation of people's mentalities. And of course, determination. Like, if you're silver, if you had really strong determination, I bet you can get the diamond easily. It'll take some time before you get the diamond, but if you like truly committed to becoming a better player, you could probably get diamond. So yeah, that's that. The next thing I've learned in these lessons is that, well, actually, a big thing that kind of fucked with me was kind of my audience. So essentially, when I got like 700 LP and the first time like rank 13 and stuff like that, people were hyped about it, right? And like, you know, everything was going really good, and I kind of cared about what you guys were thinking when I was climbing the ladder. So let's say I got 700 LP, then like one day I got 3 losses or something, and then I'd be 650. I'd be like, holy fuck, I need to earn that, or else like people won't think I'm good. So I'd play those games, but I lost and it didn't match my expectations. I'm like, well, now I'm at 600 LP, and then I just be like, I need to earn that LP back because people think I'm shit. And then yeah, that's one of the reasons why sometimes I would lose a lot in a row, because I really wanted to get that LP back, and like I really wanted to win these games so badly that something happened, I would just be like, oh my god, and then I'd probably lose because I started playing worse. And so yeah, since I knew my audience cared about my LP standing, I then would care about it too. And when I care about something, I don't want to lose that, right? So I play worse. Like, I would read the comments of my YouTube videos, and if you go where I went from 700 LP to Masters, I literally read the comments and I'm like, holy fartsicles, why is my comment section so cancer? Like, oh my god. So as much as I do like reading my comments and like, you know, some of the positive comments, I actually can't read it when I'm climbing the ladder or until like I've done what I've done, because it will tilt the hell out of me. Yeah, like when shit starts going south, oh my god, like people just turn like crazy on me. I can't read that stuff. Like, that's a lesson I've learned now. Like, before I didn't, so it'd take a while for me to rebound and to pull myself back up. And, you know, I literally just told myself, I don't care what other people think of me. I don't care what my audience thinks of me. I'm doing this for myself. The only opinion that matters to me is literally my own opinion of myself as a player. And yeah, I mean, it's really efficient for me. I've gotten to 1000 LP. I've gotten to 800 LP in season 7 because I wanted, even though my audience wanted it, it wasn't obviously for them, it was more for myself. And honestly, I can say that was probably one of the best things I did in terms of climbing the ladder, because I wouldn't get tilted off other people, right? I mean, I would rather care about my audience and like the comments they say, but I just can't put too much, you know, emotional investment in those kind of comments. Like, it's just not healthy for me if I want to climb the ladder. Like, if you ever see me like shit talking my teammates and stuff like that, it definitely comes off as like rude and toxic, but the only reason I'm doing it is because it makes me play better and gives myself confidence. So that's the only reason why I like shit talk my teammates more. It's just so I can play better. I prefer not to like shit talk and be kind of an asshole and stuff like that, but if I want to climb the ladder and be like one of the best, I have to only rely on myself and get into the best mindset for climbing. Otherwise, if I like didn't care about climbing and like just play it for fun or whatever, I wouldn't really care and be like, oh, whatever. I would just play the game, be like, yeah, let's go. But since I gotta get rank 1, I will do anything, change my mindset, be more of a dickhead, anything for that juicy LP. Thanks for watching. There will be a part 2.